There is no way that the Hero Association makes heroes do this. We've been exposed to numerous scandals that the Hero Association did for the last few chapters, like selling monsters, the cover-up for Tatsumaki's incident, making heroes serve double duty by working as security in the HQ area. The list goes on. But I never expected they will go as far as making heroes act like a WWE superstar to run this thing called hero gambling. But before we get into details about that, the chapter opens up with a quote that says, "Failure in life begins when you aspire to be someone who is nothing like you." As this hero called Peplon 800 remembering that quote and asking his own doing. And then he gets a call from McCoy telling him to get ready, and they open the truck to release the monster that they brought to the venue. And then the live feed goes on and there's a bunch of bettors watching it, and the host says that the monster level is Demon versus Papillon C class, which on paper it should be an easy fight for the Demon level monster. So the odds are supposed to be high on Papillon's side, and they set things up to make him the winner, as he is supposed to win this fight because the major sponsor already placed a wager on him because it is profitable for the association, and his hero gambling is a hidden source of income. So they've been doing this multiple times, I guess. And they start to perform the act, and as expected, the people in the audience buy into that, and Papillon says this monster looks like a wolf level as he was told before, and he's actually not a C class. He is in fact a B class rank 4 named Mad Devil Yankee. He's aware that the match is fixed and the monster is supposed to be weak, but as it goes for a blow, the monster reacts to it cowardly and then punches him while panicking, and it got him shook. But McCoy and his major sponsor thought that it was a sale by Mad Devil, but it's actually not. The punch was legit strong that it knocks him out cold. And then it cuts to the flashback where Mad Devil was offered by McCoy to do this gambling, and Mad Devil, being inspired by Moomin Rider, he had to reject the offer, so he's a genuinely good guy. But then McCoy mentions about Mad Devil's mother that has been in the hospital, implying that if he would reject the offer, Mad Devil would lose his job and could not continue to fund the hospital bill, and McCoy left him with no choice. He had to do it. And then he wakes up and calls McCoy to complain, saying that the monster is so strong. And this is not an act, by the way. And McCoy thinks that he's acting, so he goes along with it and says it's because it's quote demon level, which McCoy believes it's not. And he thinks Mad Devil is a better actor than he thought. And then the monster continues to dominate, and Mad Devil can only take punches without fighting back. And then one of the monitor guys isn't sure if that monster is really wolf level, and the other guy explains that the monster was already tested at the HQ. So I think it is possible that the monster got stronger because someone other than McCoy and the HQ staff did something that could enhance the monster's power level. I might be wrong, but the fact is nobody, not even McCoy, who is a mastermind of lots of association scandals, is aware of that monster's real power level. But who is this guy that is smarter and sneakier than McCoy, who could do things unbeknownst to McCoy? I don't know, but let's find out. And back to the fight, Mad Devil is on the verge of losing both consciousness and his job, as well as not being able to save his mother. He's like, I gotta face this thing like he did, as he recalls the moment where he saw Moomin Rider stood up against Deep Sea King back in season 1. And he keeps on standing up despite getting beaten and no one there cheering for him. And then he tells McCoy to tell his mom that he quits the hero job and he moves somewhere else and get a real job, and McCoy, again, not knowing that this is not an act, says understood. And when he's about to throw a punch, but more of his life, Saitama 1 punches the monster and shocks McCoy and the major sponsor. And Mad Devil seems to recall Saitama as the one who beat the Deep Sea King before fainting. And then the major sponsor, who was supposed to win the bet, yells at McCoy, and McCoy resents Saitama because of this and goes straight to the scene to yell at Saitama. And Saitama is like, why are we getting yelled at for killing a monster? And Genos, with his ability to analyze a threat, knows that the monster is a legit demon level, and he says that Saitama's rank could go way higher. But McCoy says Papillon did most of the job, so most of the credit should go to him. And McCoy speaks to himself. They didn't know it was a wolf level. And then there's Child Emperor, who says it's a rigged game, and McCoy is upset that it failed. And McCoy is sweating and goes away before getting interrogated by Child Emperor. And then he tells Saitama and Genos about hero gambling and the fact that there is a secret website to place bets on the fights, and it angers him to know that his odds are high. And then Child Emperor says he's still investigating. and he felt bad about doubting Genos. So I feel like there's still a little bit more about the dark side of the association that'll be revealed before the manga focuses on the Neo heroes. We'll see. And then after all the beating he got, Mad Devil finally gets a heartwarming moment with his idol, Moomin Rider. And Moomin Rider gives props to him, saying it's amazing that he stood up despite getting outclassed by the opponent. And it makes him burst into joyful tears. And then it cuts to Saitama, who's having a sleepless night because he can't believe that his odds are that high. And the next day he comes up with a plan to make money by betting on himself and defeating the monster himself. And of course he has to lie about it and make it seem like he's trying to stop the gambling hero. So they go after it in a rush after the monster appeared on the website. And when they're on the way, there's a personator. And although they can see the monster not far away, Saitama chooses to deal with the personator first, and he lost the monster. He was killed by Tatsumaki, and the lady gives thanks to Saitama, and Saitama's crying not because he's glad he saved the purse, but because he lost the monster and the crowd applauds him for being such a good person. Congrats, Saitama. And Saitama is like, man, that was close. And then the lady offers a diamond ring, but with a great deal of hesitation, he rejects it. And that is the end of this chapter. Hope y'all enjoyed, and as always, until next time, peace.